for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Good timing on the quick out. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Discards it with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. That's exactly what this guy embodies.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Hand off from the gun. Breaks into the open. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at him.
Makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Oh, he's got a chance. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love love the aggressive nature in the play column there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys, too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having...
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Aggie. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Hard running there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Fires to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Forced out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll give it on the counter. And he's stuck by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Bringing the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the DB making a
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Buys a little extra time. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On the move. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wiggles free. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste. as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Hauls it in. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Takes the easy completion. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on second down. Under fire. And as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Tigers. Ah. This defense taking one back to the house.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Baldridge. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back.
Touchdown, Aggie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Begs to grab. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Adams. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them going over the top. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best third down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. It's complete to the left. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just you run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Third down play in the red crowd is at fever pitch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Great job by the back on the option.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You've got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I